Welcome everybody to Baseline Breakdown. We're here a brand new podcast. My name is Adriel Garcia. Here's my co-host.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dejan. We're Baseline Breakdown. This is our very first episode of our brand new podcast. We got a few things going on. We're going to cover today about the upcoming NBA season. We'll pass it back to Adriel. He's going to explain to what we got going on today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a good amount of stuff planned for today, honestly. We actually have a lot of predictions. The season today is currently, September 28th, right? We got a few days till basketball starts on October 3rd. Well, preseason basketball. Starters will play for the first, 8 minutes, and then, we'll be seeing the bench players for the rest of it. But we're just ready for basketball to be back in general. So we're going to be coming today with some award predictions. We're going to be going standings. We got a couple predictions for first-time All-Stars with our award predictions. Then after that, we're going to do some superlatives. Dejan's going to give some predictions on who he thinks is going to be the leaders in all of our stats for the year. And then I also got a question for Dejan. We see how he feels about that. And then we're also going to get into some hot takes at the end of the episode. So I'm going to be talking about some of our craziest takes, what we believe will happen throughout the season, what can happen. So yeah, we're excited to get into it. You got anything else to add, Dejan?
I'm good, man. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. You ready for basketball to get back soon, man?
I am definitely. Crazy, man. To think about how we were just watching the NBA Finals, it feels like such a long time ago, but literally preseason is 4 or 5 days away. So
yep.
I'm very excited, man.
It's insanely fast, bro. I literally feel like Kevin Durant just got traded. Tyrese got hurt. Thunder won the finals all on the same day. That was all in one day. Kevin Durant trade, Tyrese injury, and a Thunder championship in one day. That was an insane day, and we just kind of lived through that a few months ago. Last season was crazy with the Luka trade too. Oh my god!
Yeah, no, last season was definitely
a fun one, man.
Season. A lot of same things happened.
And today
I don't think anybody thought that Pacers would have been in the NBA Finals at the beginning of the year. I don't think anybody thought Luka Doncic would have been on the trade deadline. Nothing. I'm excited to see what this new season holds for us, man.
And Shams told us this was going to be the best offseason in NBA history, bro.
Oh, you're gonna want to stay up on some nights because no.
Stay up on. What was the biggest trade? The biggest trade we had was the last day of the season. That wasn't even the off season technically.
I think that was just that wasn't even in the off season. That was still during the season time.
Yeah, so it was stupid.
I don't even remember any crazy trade that happened.
What was
it? In the off.
The offseason, yeah, there was an insane. I mean, the trade deadline. The draft night didn't have anything crazy. I guess the Suns getting Mark Williams was pretty cool. That was
nice.
Draft night trade.
We're Suns fans. You can really see in the background. I got to start in my jersey, so we're Suns fans.
Yes,
so that was something that just wasn't on our radar. I don't think that was on any Suns fan radar about a potential Mark Williams trade, especially because we were already planning on drafting Kamal Malawach, which we did with that.
It literally happened in 1 minute. Both Shams notifications, instantly, bro. It was actually pretty funny. Yeah, we'll get into some more Suns talk in a bit. Where do you want to start, East or West? What are we feeling? We're gonna get into we're gonna start with our standings, everybody. Starting with the standings, y'all. So we're gonna be giving our 15-1. We're gonna start. What do you think, East or West? Your call.
Start with the East.
Okay, we're gonna start.
Save the West. West always the best.
Cool. We're going to start in the East. We're going to give 15-1, and then after we're done with the East, we're going to go into the West, and after that, we're going to give our award predictions, but we're going to also have our champion, conference finals MVPs. That'll be with the awards and stuff. We'll get to that in a bit. But, Dejan, who do you have at 15 in the East? Who do you start us off here?
I think it's safe to say the Brooklyn Nets are going to be the worst team.
Okay, yes. Yes, so we both have an agreement there. That is a correct one. I think that's really yes.
Yeah.
Explain. Why do you think
that? Okay, so, I mean, I don't really see them. I see them going full tank this year, especially with the fact that they got 5 first-round picks in this past draft, and
first-round.
They didn't really hit on anything crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Igor Demon's pretty cool, but they got 3 point guards who were all handle the ball, and it's why are you drafting 3 point guards when you have Cam Thomas, who they didn't want him. It looked like
they didn't want him. This is his last year with them for sure. But yeah, I just don't really see them competing in any way, shape, or form. Not to even try to be a play-in team. I don't see that at all. In this year or next year, I don't see that on their future in the next couple of years. So.
Do you know if they own their first round pick? I'm pretty sure they do.
I think they do as well.
Yeah.
I think they do, yeah.
Okay. Well, if
Okay.
that's the case, I'll probably love it. I mean, that tank is going to be amazing. MPJ is going to get 30 shots a game. That's
Yeah,
another one.
literally, he's loving that.
Who's leading
He's
the
gonna
team in
love that.
scoring? Cam Thomas or MPJ?
Say it again.
Who's leading the team in scoring, do you think? Cam Thomas or MPJ?
Shoot, I would probably say MPJ.
You think
to be
so? You think
completely
he'll get
honest.
more
I
shots?
think he's definitely gonna get the rock for it.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's not, he don't
Yeah.
ever pass, bro. There's no
Yeah,
one to
that
pass
man
it
is
to.
not.
There's no one to pass it to either way.
Other than Cam Thomas, hey, you got Terrence Mann. You know, gonna be open in that corner, corner 3.
Hey man, that's what's his name? That's Rudy Gobert's worst nightmare right there. Terrence Mann.
There you go.
Who do you have
Yes.
at 14, Dad? Who do you have at 14, bro?
14, I have the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
I don't really see them. Again, like kind of the same situation with the Nets. I don't really see them like competing at all, or just improving. From last year, the past few years, I just don't really see any improvements. It's not like they made any major roster upgrades. They got Mason Plumlee back. You know, they got Mason Plumlee back. So that's really about it. But no, I don't really see them.
And they have Yusuf
improving in any
Nurkic.
way.
Oh wait, no, they traded him
They did trade Yusuf Nurkic, yes.
for Colin Sexton, which was a
Yeah,
good trade.
that's true. They did get Colin Sexton, which was a nice move. But again, I still don't think it's a needle threader or a move that's gonna change their franchise at the moment. So
Yeah. Well, we'll get
Yeah.
into the Hornets in a bit here. I got them just a bit higher, but at 14, I have the
Okay.
Chicago Bulls. I got them very, very low.
I'll go cool.
And the only reason I got them at
Okay.
14, I mean, they done with Levine and DeRozan. That's fully gone now. They are embracing the Kobe White train. You know, they're gonna have. I think this is Vucevic's last games. No way he plays into next. No way he's on this team in 2026, right? Like, I mean, how many years have we been saying that about Vucevic, though?
The man's been on the trade block for the past 2 years, man. So I really don't.
I just can't believe that he is still on this team when there's been so many trade deadlines, off seasons, rumors where we've been talking about Vucevic is on the move. Vucevic want to go here. Rumored to the Lakers. Rumored here, and nothing, man. And the fact that it's been so long and we're still waiting, I think it's finally going to happen because I think the Bulls need to do it. If not, it's done.
Is this the last year of his contract?
I think that it's last year. He's expiring, which is why it might be pretty good to just get rid of him right now. They can get
That could be true. Yeah, that is a good thing. So I assume part of the reason why people didn't want to take him is maybe because of his contract. But now he's on a expiring deal. So
Yes,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And we will find out. All right, who do you get at 13, bro?
At 13.
Oh,
I
I
got
love
the
Montes
Sixers, man.
Buzelis, by the way. Shout out to the Montes Buzelis. I wanted
He's good. He's good. I like. He's good.
Go ahead.
But at 13, I got the Sixers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just with the way that the season happened last year for them, there's nothing that tells me that they can improve from that. Because I mean, health was a big factor as to why they were so bad last year. Like that was pure rock bottom. You even had Paul George at the media conference saying that I was pure rock bottom and can't get any worse than that. I just don't see it improving, and I really don't have any faith.
Sorry, my mic got disconnected for a bit. My bad. But
Very good.
no, yeah. Honestly, the Sixers, it's a lot of it is going to depend on health, as always. How many times do we say that about the Sixers, man? It's going to be pretty bad as usual because already media day just happened for them, and we don't know anything about Joel Embiid. Not a thing.
Yeah.
Like we have no idea if he's going to even touch the court until later this year. We have no idea. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. We're back. But yeah, Sixers was the frame of topic as we were on. The Sixers really just, they don't have a lot of confirmed actual players that are going to be playing. It's really just a lot of wiggle room. We don't know where Paul George is going to be. He says he's back. He says he feels very good. But how many players have made that statement or made that, like that's been such a big statement by a lot of people, and it's not accurate all the time. But
do you have them at 13 too? They were 13?
Yeah, I had him at 13 as well. And then wait, no, I did not have him at 13. I did not have him at 13. Sorry. Here, let me pull up my 13 real quick. Okay. My 13 in the East is the Washington Wizards. I have the Washington Wizards at 13. They're a very young team. I do like the veterans that they have. I love Marcus Smart. I think there's a world where I could see this Wizards team in the play-in with like a random burst of like a random start where they start like 10-4 and we're like, okay, they could be decent. But I don't think that's actually gonna happen. But I could see like their veterans actually merging well with their young guys. They just have a lot of young guys, a lot of people they want to feed the ball. They got Sarr, Trey Johnson. They got a good amount of people up there. But Bilal Coulibaly, they've actually kind of moved on from Bilal as a like main piece of that franchise. Before he was like a 1 or 2 option for them. Now they don't really
He was.
embrace him. Yeah, they don't really think that he's going to be a future of that team. I think at least a future star. So yeah, I have the Wizards at 13.
Yeah.
Anything to add about them?
Okay.
Or do you have them? You want to get more into them when you have them?
I'll get more so when I have them. Okay.
Fair. Who do you have at 12?
Okay, at 12, I have the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Chicago Bulls at 12.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm just going off what you said. I mean, I really think the team is just Kobe White and Josh Giddey. Like, there's really nobody on the team that's like. I mean, you also have
Matas Buzelis.
Buzelis. Yeah, I can't forget him. I do think he will be a key piece for them at sometime in the future. But as of right now, there's just I just don't really see them like kind of same situation with like when I said with the Hornets and Nets, there's really no improvement like from the past few years. Like even in the past few years, they were in the play-in, but they've never gone past that. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't really have them higher up. So
it's really just I feel like the East play-in is always Bulls, Hawks, Heat. Those three teams. Those three teams are
yes.
And then the fourth team would always just be a random one. Like you throw in the Magic in there, you throw in the Hornets one year. Like it was so
yes, exactly.
So weird. I like that placement for the Bulls. Yeah, I had them at 14, so not that much of a difference for me. At 12. This is a controversial one for me, a super hot take. I have the Miami Heat.
Okay.
I have them super low. I am very low on their team, but a lot of it is the injuries that they have right now. They're gonna have Bam as their number 1 option until late November. That's when Tyler Herro is gonna come back. So that's about 15-20 games where they're not gonna have.
Wait, what is Bam doing with? I forgot about that.
No, Bam is going to be their number 1 option, I'm saying.
Oh, number 1.
Yeah,
okay.
So because Tyler Herro.
Yes, he is dealing with, I forget what he's...
It was a surgery because he had discomfort in his foot, yeah. So he won't be back till late November, they say. And so that's like 15 to 20 games maybe, and like a bad start to the season.
Norman Powell, there you go.
He almost won Most Improved, bro. You did almost win Most Improved last year. He was really good.
There you go, yeah.
I do like the Heat team, and they probably, like, I do think they probably will be pretty good. But this is also, like, just my prediction, because we never know what happens in a season. Because if they start off, like, 7-13, and they're, like, really feeling like they can't, like, get out of that hole once Herro comes back, maybe they hold him back a little longer. Maybe they wait. Maybe they take... But, I mean, the Heat have never been a taking team, you know? That's never been Pat Riley's thing. But, yeah, I just think that the Heat are going to be a little bit lower. I'm also just a little bit higher on a team that we'll get to in a bit.
Okay.
So who is your 11, right? You gave me your 12 was Bulls, right?
Yeah, 12 was Bulls, yeah.
11?
11, I do have the Washington Wizards. That would put them at a higher spot they were last year. I think last year they were the worst team in the East. Am I correct?
Yeah, I love it, though.
When I was watching them during Summer League, I forget their draft pick, AJ Johnson. That's his name, right? AJ Johnson. Trey Johnson.
Yeah,
Trey Johnson. Yeah, Trey Johnson. He was playing really well, and a lot of the young guys, like, they were playing with a lot more, like, you could tell that they were playing a lot more effort. And I think now the fact that they traded for CJ McCollum, they'll have Chris Middleton on them. No longer have Marcus Smart, but I mean, having those two guys, I think, along with their team, and just, I do think that they'll be a little more competitive, and especially with the fact they have some good cornerstone pieces. Like, I mean, Alex Sarr is going to be the second year.
Yes.
You got Bub Carrington. You do got Bilal.
They had a great
and
team.
Trey Johnson, with the way he played in the Summer League, I do think that this team could make some noise in the next few seasons. And this is one of those years where it's like kind of similar to what the Houston Rockets did like 2 seasons ago, where they started off pretty bad, but then towards the end of the year, like they kind of made a jump and we're like, oh, okay, like there's like they're making some. I think the Washington Wizards could be that team as
I
well.
like that.
So yeah,
I really like
yeah,
that. I could see that from a young team like the Washington Wizards. I really like that. That's a super good pick for them to be.
yeah.
I'm a little higher for this team at number 11. It's the Charlotte Hornets. That's my number
Okay.
11. And I just really love that they got guard play. They have real outside of LaMelo cuz he's going to deal with his injuries sadly, like knock on wood that he doesn't, but the Ball
Yeah.
brothers have just unfortunately always had injury history, and a lot of it is to deal with ankles. LaMelo's ankles are like glass. It feels like, I swear. So,
It's those Puma, bro.
yup, but we can expect like LaMelo. I'm hoping he can play like 50 to 60 games. Like I feel like it's a realistic amount for him. I know that he hasn't
Mhm.
played that in a while. I don't think he's played that since his rookie season or something like that, or second season, something like that. But even if LaMelo's not there, he's gonna miss him out. I like their guard playing Colin Sexton. I like Con Knipple in that's their draft pick. I really like
Mhm.
the moves that they made around them. Their center play is a little weird. Not a big fan of
Their
who they
center,
got.
I can't even name you. All I know is Mason Plumlee. I can't even tell you
Yeah.
who their other center
Uh,
is.
the Abate? No, it's not that guy. They have a guy there who's like pretty good, and
Okay.
I forget his name, but he's like decent. I don't think he's a starter level though. But I
Okay.
just really like the Colin Sexton trade. I think that was a really they got a second round pick for Yusuf Nurkic and Colin Sexton. What? How do you trade
That
Yusuf
trade was
Nurkic?
just so random. I remember the day. I was like, this is not a trade that I thought was ever going to come.
And Colin is making less, and they have the same expire like they expire the same year, so it literally made no sense. It literally was a
Yeah.
pointless trade all around. I was confused by it. But yeah, I'm high on the Hornets. Who you got 10?
Okay. Okay. At 10, I have the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics at 10. Yeah. We all know Jason Tatum. He's not going to play at least for the first, like, at least until, like, if he does make a return, it probably won't be post All Star break.
You saw him,
But
bro. He was.
yeah, no, it's insane.
It is
With the way that,
September still, bro, and he's moving crazy.
the recovery process over the years with like injuries like ACL and like Achilles has just been insane.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's already on the court and you see him like same with Kyrie. Like Kyrie he tore his ACL and he's already back on the court. So yeah, I do think I don't see them being like anywhere near the top 6, but I do see them being competitive enough where they could sneak into that final play-in seed at 10. So that's where I have it.
Chris Boucher, man, is he on the team?
He is on the team. Chris Boucher, yeah. Also, like, another reason why I don't have him higher up is because their center play is just not good.
Yeah,
like, I know they signed Luka Garza.
They lost Luke Cornett.
I forget. They lost Luke Cornett. They lost Al Horford. So there's another guy who's on their team. I forget his name, but yeah, I think this like their center rotation is not good enough to even compete as well. So.
Yep, it's gonna be a rough one for the Celtics. I got them a little bit higher just because I like them. But we got at number 10. I got the Pacers. I put the Pacers at 10. I really just I think it's a little bit low and a little disrespectful on my part, but only reason I put him here is just because Tyrese is just such a main focal point of their offense. He's not the only focal point. They can have an offensive system without him, but he was a reason they won so many games last year. He can control the offense. He can score pretty easily from the 3-point line. He was 3 for 3 in that finals game 7, bro. He was cooking, man. You remember that? He was a good shooter, bro. But
that was a good.
Without him, it's gonna be a little weird. I do like Andrew Nembhard for this team. I do think him, Benedict Mathurin are going to have some good years. Pascal Siakam is a one option. I feel like he didn't get a lot of love. I feel like when he was in Toronto, a lot of people used to just call him like the Beyblade, a spin merchant. But he's
great. Yeah.
He's a great player, man. He's an all-star. I think he'll make an all-star team, maybe an all-NBA if they can make a little playoff team. But I do have him at 10, unfortunately, just because of Tyrese. What about you? Who do you have at number 9?
At 9, I put the Heat. I did have the Heat at 9. Well, the past few years, they just always, like I said, they always make the plan. And I know they are going to deal with some injuries, Tyler Hero, but I do think they have a decent enough team to be in that 7th to 10th seed. So, in the addition of Norman Powell, it's not a crazy move, but it is a nice little piece that they added to their team. Mm-hmm. So I do feel like if Tyler Hero does come back and they are relatively healthy, they can definitely be a play-in team.
Yeah.
And I can see that for sure.
Yeah, 100%. They can definitely make that. At 9, I have the Sixers. I'm a little bit higher, way higher on them than you are. The only reason I have them that high, Tyrese Maxey, I think him and VJ Edgecombe are going to be a great backcourt for a while because Jared McCain's going to have his thumb thing. He won't be back for at least, I think, a couple months.
So sad, man.
They're cursed, man. He's such a good player, too. But if Paul George can be a reliable fourth option, which is what he's probably going to want to be,
fourth option, man.
What he's going to have to be, bro, at this point. I think it's going to be, VJ Edgecomb's a rookie. You can't count on him to immediately contribute. I'm just super high. I'm super high on, I'm pretty much banking on Embiid coming back this season. I think he's going to be back. Yeah. I don't think he's going to play all-star MVP level, but I think he's going to be back for at least a good amount of time this season, and they're going to win some games in that time. I think so. At least I'm hoping, man. I just want Embiid to be a healthy player again.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
We will, man. Okay, into the playoff bracket, technically. And we've been in the play-in, technically, but what's your number 8 seed? Who's your number 8?
I ain't seen I got the Bucks. I do have the Bucks. No Damian Lillard. So, and Giannis at the moment doesn't have a co-star with him. But we've seen what Giannis has done before when it's just him. Mm-hmm. He's led his team to the playoffs and has been competitive before in the past. So I do think a team that is ran by Giannis could still make the playoffs. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're – and that's the point where, like, it's just going to be a complete downfall year for them where they're not competitive. They're not making noise, you know what I mean? So yeah. I do have them high 8 for that.
I like that. Okay. At my number 8, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. I have the Milwaukee Bucks as well. Yeah, I have them pretty low here. It's not that I think that they're going to be bad. I think they could be a top 5 seed still just because of how good Giannis is. But
yeah,
I don't think he's going to be able to. I don't think he's going to want to. I don't think he's going to. We're going to get to game 50, 60. I don't think they're going to be in a good enough position for them to want to make a push, I think they're going to not do that this season. At least me personally. Just Miles Turner as your second option. You got KPJ, Kyle Kuzma, AJ Green. Is that like your Gary Trent?
Miles Turner, baby.
Those are your big guys.
Turner.
I mean, it's a decent. There's some decent role players in the roster. It's just not filled out great.
Yeah, can't forget Cole Anthony too. That 2-man game with him and Giannis is insane.
That 2-man game with Cole Anthony and Giannis, man. Who is your 7, bro?
My 7th, I have the Toronto Raptors.
Okay.
I have them higher up. I do think, obviously, with the Brandon Ingram trade last year, they purposely sidelined him because they knew they weren't going to do anything, so there's no need to play him. But a report came out saying that there's going to be no load management. He's going to be a full-time player. So I do like the combo, like with him and Scotty, and the fact that they'll have, still RJ Barrett, Manuel Quickley, Grady Dick is someone who I think is going to be on people's radar this year.
Yep.
So I don't know. I like their team. The spacing is something that's going to be could be an issue, but I do think they'll be able to make it work, and I have them at 7.
Yeah, that's a good placement for them. I have them around the same area, but right here at 7, I have the Celtics. I got the Boston Celtics. I got them making the play-in as well, a little bit higher up than you do, but I just like a Jaylen Brown led team. Jaylen Brown and Derek White. I think we could see, maybe we'll get into this later, but I could see a first time Derek White All-Star this year. Honestly, we could, if he averages a little over 20 points, they make a playoff push. It's definitely very possible. And Jaylen Brown's a great player. There's a lot of talk around him. He is a great player. People talk his defense is amazing. Why did I say it so weird? His defense is amazing. His defense is amazing. He's like an at-will scorer, one of the best that we have when it comes to a 3-level scorer, because he can finish incredibly, and he's a good shooter.
He can.
And that's very, very.
He has gone better at finishing over the past few years, especially being able to finish with his left hand as well. Mm-hmm. So that's something that he's definitely improved on. Yes. So
that's why the Celtics are so good. Is his improvement recently. Who do you have at 6? At 6, okay, I'll give you. I haven't really given mine first. I've been letting you go first. Let me give mine first. Ready? At 6, I've got the Toronto Raptors. Yep, I like Brandon Ingram. I like Scotty. I like their team. They're gonna be a fun one. I think there'll be a Jakob Poeltl extension was a little weird. Isn't he getting like $30 million? or 25
Yeah,
mil.
that which is weird because I saw reports saying that they were willing to move on from him, but
Interesting.
there's no news about him getting an
Maybe
extension, especially to that level of money.
maybe
Like
they
when I
just
saw that,
wanted to
I'm
give
like,
him like a chunky contract to trade in the next few years. Maybe.
yeah, I wonder what the cap space situation is looking like
Yeah.
because you have like 5 players now who are making
Ingram,
significant
quickly, Barrett. You got freaking
Scotty got an extension
Scotty.
like 2 years
Oh my.
ago, so
Yeah, they're gonna have to make
yeah,
some moves. They're
yeah,
that second apron gonna be coming for that their 6 seed team, bro. Who is
yeah.
your
So we'll see, man.
who is your 6 seed, Legend?
I have the Pacers. I
I
have the
like
Pacers
it.
at the
I
six
like
seed.
it.
Fortunately, Tyrese Halliburton still sucks to have to say that. Obviously they Miles Turner left, but I uh I still think that they have a good enough team to be a lock for the playoffs. Pascal Siakam is a
1000%.
great player. I liked him a lot. He played great in the postseason. You got Andrew Nemhard who's going to take that one spot. You got Benedict Mathurin. I do think those guys are going to make a pretty solid jump for them this year. I think they are banking pretty hard on Andrew Nemhard to take a jump as well, and I can see him doing that. We saw the way that he was, he's not shy from taking like the big, like from having like the big moments
Mm-hmm.
and like being like the guy who takes control of the game. So, yeah, I have faith in them that they can be a top seeds for sure.
I like that. I like the Pacers love.
Yeah.
I was lower on them, but that's I would love to see them be that good. All right, at number 5, I've got the Detroit Pistons. Got the Pistons at 5. Like their team a lot. I do think that they did kind of downgrade the roster in a way, losing Malik Beasley,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think Duncan Robinson will be good, but not the second best shooter in the NBA good that Malik was last year. But also, I
Mm-hmm.
think that Cade Cunningham is going to be a great player. Jaden Ivey coming back is going to be a great addition. Just him coming back in general. He was injured for half the season. He looked great when he was playing. I hope that
Yeah.
sample size, we saw him shooting like super good in that 30 to 40 games he was playing before. I hope that he can actually shoot that well. Like his shooting scares me sometimes, but if he can continue to shoot that well, I like their team honestly. It could be a top 5 seed. Who do you got?
So I have the Pistons at 5.
Yes,
I
sir.
like their team a lot. That Pistons and Knicks series last year was amazing to watch. The fact that was their first time being in the playoffs in years, and they almost won. They took to a game 6, and it was very competitive all around.
Yes, sir.
And you got Jaden Ivey coming back. I do like the additions they made with Duncan Robinson, getting Caris LeVert. It does. I do think that a little bit of a downgrade with what they lost. They lost Tim Hardaway, they lost Dennis Schroeder, and then they also lost Malik Beasley. But I still think that they are their team is still good enough to be a lock for the playoffs for sure. So yeah.
And with the injuries in the East, it's also going to be a lot easier for a lot of these teams to be. We kind of didn't talk about that yet, but East is so weak this year. A lot of these teams are kind of inflated.
This is wide.
Like this is wide open for like this could be so open. Like I could see the freaking my 4 seed could be the 1 seed in a crazy world.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get to my 4 seed, the Atlanta Hawks, which is they could be the 1 seed in like a crazy world. I love their team. Love their team. Trae Young. Big year for Trae Young and the Hawks. If they are not good this year, if they are not like a top 5 seed, guaranteed playoffs at least, no play-in, you look at I think you're looking at Trae Young. Unless
if they don't make you said if they don't make the plan.
If they don't, I'm saying if they're not a top 6 seed in this Wig East. Only reason I say it is because I love their role players and everybody they have around him. And it's not that Trae Young is a bad player, but maybe he can't be the number one. He can't be the number one option. He is an offensive engine. His offense is so insane. He averages like 28 and 10 on like a regular day. And like I think he's top 10 in both all-time points average and all-time assist average. Like he is an insane player. But if we don't see it happen with like one of his best teams constructed around him, I think you're kind of looking like we need to see you maybe with a second star. Like you need to be the second star in a way. Maybe we see a Trae Young and Anthony Edwards team up soon. Trae Young and Giannis maybe.
That would be fun to watch. Imagine one of them going. That'd be fun to watch. That'd be a nice little duo. Yeah, we'll but see. No, I agree.
Yeah. Jalen Johnson, Kristaps, all them. They're gonna be a great team. Dyson, love their team. Who do you got for?
Before I have the Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
Yeah, obviously the addition of Desmond Bane. something I don't think anybody was really expecting, but I think that's what they need. It's clear that they want somebody who has a more offensive firepower that can help start up their offense for them.
Yep.
He's gonna bring his shooting, his playmaking, and all that stuff. I think he's gonna fit really well alongside with Paulo and Franz. And yeah, I'm pretty high on them this year. I think that I love the fact that they made an aggressive move
Yep.
to upgrade their team. So I like that a lot. Yeah. So
I got the Magic at 3, so we'll move on to our 3 spot. Yeah, super good. I think the Magic are going to be incredible. I think they're going to be a great team. Desmond Bain I like their team a lot, honestly. I do.
Yeah.
I do think they could be a little bit. They'll feel the Jalen Suggs absence for a bit, but he'll be back hopefully soon.
Yeah. At 3, I have the Atlanta Hawks. I'm very high on the Atlanta Hawks this year. Like I said, we already talked about, but the additions they made this year with getting Kristaps, getting Nickeil Alexander-Walker, getting Luke Kennard, it's clear that the front office is trying to be aggressive, and and Jalen Johnson's going to be coming back this year, so I do think that they will be making a really big push this year, a really big jump, and I'm very high on them. So yeah,
I love it. All right, number 2, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I like them at 2. I just think they're going to be just a little bit worse than last year. Not for any particular reason. I mean, I do think just that my number 1 seed is just going to be a better team than them. Although, I mean, they were incredible last year. They were on track for a while to win 70 games with the Thunder. Remember at the beginning of the year, they were both going insane. But
like 18 games in a row, like that?
Yeah, they won 18 in a row. Yeah, they were like 18-2 or something, or like it was super early in the year. They had a crazy record, and I remember when them and the Thunder played, and it was such a good matchup last year. So I hope they can have kind of another good season. I do love Darius Garland. I love Donovan Mitchell. They're a good team. So yeah, I think they'll be another good
team as well. I got the Cavs too as well. It's just pretty much the same thing. I don't see them being worse than they were last year. I don't see them falling anywhere out of the top 3. So yeah, I got them at 2.
And then we both have the same number 1, New York Knicks, baby.
New York Knicks.
Mikal Bridges.
I'm gonna be honest. With the additions that they've made this year, there's no reason why they shouldn't be the number 1 seed unless obviously they deal with injuries. But
they made Clarkson. Who else? Who they just got Brogdon, right?
Brogdon.
Great moves.
Who else are they?
I feel like those are their main big 3, right? The 3 big.
Yeah.
Or did they have one more move?
I've been wondering how the rotation is gonna be because they do have a lot of guard play.
They do, yeah. I think. They brought back Landry Shamet too, but I don't think he cracks the rotation. At least not. All right, let's move on.
Well, that was
the West.
East standings.
Yeah, that was our East standings. Appreciate everybody for y'all sticking around. We're gonna we're gonna be back for our West standings. All right, guys, we're back. We're back with the Western Conference standings now. We're gonna go through these very quickly, going through the 15-1 again. We're gonna start off with 15. I'm gonna start with my 15. The Portland Trailblazers. They are gonna be my 15. I have them very low. Yes, that is true. Portland Trailblazer.
It is not. I honestly thought we were gonna have the same one. To be completely honest.
Hell nah. I got my 14 high, man. I got my 14. I'm high on them, bro. Yeah, my 15 is the Portland Trailblazers. Scoot's gonna be injured for a while. I do like their team, honestly, but I mean they're obviously gonna be taking a little bit of a break here when they're waiting for Dame to come back next year. They're waiting for their young guys to kind of blossom out. They're gonna kind of work on them. They traded off got rid of DeAndre Ayton, so they're super happy about that, obviously. So Donovan Clingan year a little bit. He's gonna be playing some, but I got him at 15. I think they're gonna be tanking a little bit, hoping to get more of a rebuild year or a better year around Damian Lillard next year.
Yeah. I got the Utah Jazz. I honestly thought we were going to have the same ones, to be completely honest. I mean, yeah, there's just no indication that they're going to.
Hello? I can't hear you. I don't know if that's just me or not, but
Hello?
There we go. Yeah, you're way better.
I don't know why this thing turned off. Okay. But yeah, I have the Jazz at 15. I thought we were gonna have the same one, but yeah, there's just no indication they're gonna be a good team at all. So yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I need to say much about them. Yeah.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, I have the Jazz at 14. It's really not. I mean, it's like a 2 game. It could be a 1 game, 2 game difference. I just wanted to put them above the Blazers to be different, honestly. But also, like, it's gonna be like this. They're gonna be the same tier of bad. It's not really gonna be that much of a difference. I just like Lowry Markkinen. Ace Bailey could have a good year. Kyle Filipowski, he's pretty good. And then Walker Kessler, even though I heard he's gonna be out for a little bit, he's got a little bit of a timetable to come back. He is a super good player. And the Lakers, he's going to be a future Laker, man. The Lakers want him so bad. Future Laker, right there.
14, I have the Pelicans.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not really high on them at all this year.
You're not buying the propaganda?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not. It's just Zion obviously is in. He looks in better shape.
He looks in crazy shape, man. That man looks like Duke Zion.
Shape, but I'm just not really high on them, man. Last year they dealt with a lot of injuries, like Dyson Daniels. Mm-hmm. Remember, he said that there's some burst going on in New Orleans.
Yep.
And they got Jordan Poole, and obviously they got Trey Murphy still and Herb Jones. But I also think their lack of center play is going to hurt them a lot because I think that Yves Messi is like really the only center, but he's kind of a smaller center, so I don't really know how he's going to be able to handle alongside like the bigger centers in the West. But yeah, I'm just not really high on their team at all this year.
Yeah, so, they don't look crazy. Yeah, they don't have like a crazy good roster outside of their wings and Trey and Herb, and then they got Zion. You like Jordan Poole. You hope he can be a good guy, but I mean, maybe he does. Leaving the Wizards, we'll see. I got the Pelicans a bit higher. We'll get to them in a bit. But at 13, I will move on to 13 here. You give your 13 first, because my 13 is super, super controversial. So you go first.
Yeah. I put the Blazers at 13. I actually, when I first was making my list, I did put them a bit higher. But I'm like, nah, they are still a very young team, and they are dealing with some injuries. I just last year post All-Star break, they were a top 5 team in defense, and Deni Avdija had a bit of a jump. So, but
they great.
Yeah, I just don't really see them doing anything crazy this year.
Yep, yeah, I get that. Yeah. My 13. This is I was going crazy with these kind of predictions here, man. My 13 is the Memphis Grizzlies. The amount of injuries that they're dealing with at the start of the year, bro. If you are 7 foot and you live in the Memphis area, you could play center for the Grizzlies right now. They don't have Brandon Clark. They don't have Jaren Jackson. They don't have Zach Edey. They're not gonna have them until December. All 3 of them, at least. All 3 won't be back until January. Edey's out for 8 to 12 weeks. That can be. And he's a big guy. Edey is like a big guy. Those centers, it takes a while for them to get their legs and their injuries down. So I honestly I don't like the injuries. Losing Desmond Bane, don't like that trade. I think Ty Jerome's a good pickup. He is going to be
Ty Jerome,
super solid. Santi Aldama's a great player, but I just don't see him as anything better than a good role player. He's a good guy. I think they're going to be looking to probably start the year pretty bad with no centers. Literally, who is going to play center right now? Who?
And they don't even have the Jay Huff guy no more.
Dude, yeah, he's in Indiana. Yep, exactly. Who is going to play center right now for the Memphis Grizzlies? They are. Oh, you know who is? You know who is? I looked it up earlier. Our boy Jock Landale. He's on the roster, bro. He is going to be their start. He has to be their starting center, I think, for a bit. Yep.
Okay. He has to, yeah.
But yeah, that's my 13. That's my controversial take. I love Ja Morant, though. I mean, this is literally 3 Ja Morant. All 3 of these are Ja Morant. We love Ja Morant here, but yeah, don't. That's my controversial take. I think of the entire Western Conference. Who's your who's your 12?
I put the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't that controversial.
It wasn't that controversial. Yeah. Remember yesterday when I was like, oh, I'm going to have a slight controversial one? It was Memphis. I had a feeling you were going to have them higher for some reason, but no, they're dealing with way too many. No Brandon Clark, no center play. Ja Morant missed a lot of time last year, so who knows if he's going to be healthy. Losing Desmond Bane, I mean, they didn't really gain anything, but they got KCP and Anthony Black. Mm-hmm. They got? Yeah. So
and KCP was terrible last season.
Yeah, he was not good at all this year. So
So
there's just really no like
no sign
indication
they're
they're
gonna
going
be
to be
good.
good
Yeah.
at all.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Who is
we
your?
got your 11.
Oh, my 12. I didn't get my 12. My bad. My
Oh, your
12.
12. Yeah.
Pelicans. There you go.
Pelicans. Okay.
Couple spots higher. I just like Zion. I like their team a little bit. Not that much where I think they're gonna make the play-in or anything. But I
Yeah.
think they could. I think there's a world where Zion maybe averages no close to 30 or something, and Trey Murphy and Herb Jones are great guys, and then Jordan Poole can get the shot up there. So we'll see and we'll find out, man. But who do you have at 11?
Sacramento.
Same.
I have Sacramento,
I have Sacramento as well.
Yeah, and I have them kind of lower. Maybe some people would have this a bit higher, but they're just the Chicago Bulls 2.0, if we're being completely honest. And we saw how it was when they had DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine in Chicago. They didn't do anything, and it's just literally just 2.0 now. And I'm also thinking about if they were to end up getting Jonathan Kuminga, I'm just thinking about how terrible that spacing is going to be. You got DeRozan, you'll have Kuminga and Sabonis, who are just not shooters at all.
Then they're going to sign Westbrook.
Yeah, if that even happens, yeah. But yeah, I just don't have that. It's crazy to see how they went from being they were the second seed like 3 years ago, and to now just being out of the play-in or out of playoff talks in general.
Hey man,
yeah,
it's a NBA is a cruel world, man. Yeah, my 11 Sacramento, Sacramento as well. Everything you said.
Yeah.
But my number 10. Who's your number 10?
I got the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh.
Yeah, and the reason why I have them, I have them at 10. My main thing, obviously Cooper Flag, everything. They do have good pieces of a team. I had them a little low because it's not confirmed that Kyrie Irving is going to be back. If it was confirmed that he's going to be back in like November, December, I'd probably have them a little higher. But the fact that they don't really have like a really good ball handler. They signed D'Angelo Russell, which is good. I think they have a nice 25 though. I think it's going to start like D'Lo, Clay, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. But I just feel like the lack of ball handling is really going to hurt them, and just not knowing whether Kyrie Irving is going to come back or not is why I had them a little lower. Yeah,
respect that. I got at 10. I got the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns at 10. As a Suns fan, I think honestly, I'm honestly pretty high on them. I'm pretty high on them at 10. I think their roster isn't the best. I think they don't have a good point guard. I think that Jalen Green and Devin Booker's fit is going to be a little bit iffy. You're also asking for a lot of your young guy in Ryan Dunn to be a very, very good defender. I mean, he is a good defender, but I mean, he's going to hopefully be the starting wing every single night. Him and Dylan Brooks. I do like their team in general. Mark Williams is a super good pickup, but his health is very concerning. He hasn't played over 30 games in forever. It feels like at least a good, consistent 30 games. He when he's healthy, he's playing amazing. He averages like 15, 11, about a block and a half, and then he's super efficient from the field. But yeah, I got the Suns at 10.
Okay. At number 9, Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
I had I do agree. Like, we're Suns fans, guys. So, but like, we can't be biased because obviously, like,
I think even having in the play-in feels biased, man. I'm scared.
I mean, nah, I don't think so. Because I understand like they're not anywhere near like being a playoff team just yet. But when I look at their roster, like, it's not like as bad as people make it out to seem. Like, yes, the Jalen Green and Devin Booker fit could be iffy. You are kind of banking on to see if Jalen Green could up his playmaking a little bit more. I think that will take a lot of load off of Booker. But I mean, I love the fact that they're gonna have 2 actual wing defenders next to them with Dylan Brooks and Ryan Dunn. Mark Williams' health is a bit iffy, but you know they've been working on him since they got him, and they've talked about how they built more muscle on him and improving his strength and everything. And when you look at like their bench too, like, yes, they don't have actual point guard. But I love the fact they still have Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal on their team, who they were their main like wing players last year, and so having those guys as like your bench pieces is really good.
Yeah, the fact that those are like the 3rd and 4th most important wings is pretty good. Like,
yeah, I love the pickup of Kaman Wallawatch. He's gonna be a project. He's I think he's barely 19 now, so I'm not really banking on him to be like crazy good. I do
Yeah.
think he will have an impact, obviously for his size.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have them. I have them at
I like that. At number 9, I have the these are a little weird Warriors, man. Got the Warriors.
9. Okay.
Uh, they signed their 10th player a couple hours ago, bruh. They just got their 10th player
Anthony
on their
Melton
roster.
too. They have 11 now. They have 11.
Who else did they get? The Anthony Melton officially.
Anthony Melton.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I do like their roster with those two. We've kind of known they were gonna sign there once everything gets figured out. Kuminga, he's gonna either take the qualifying offer or take like a 2-year 40, something like that. That 2-year 38 at this point, because at this point I can't even care. The fact that training camp starts in next week and you have 11 players on your roster, maybe. Like most teams have 18 because your training camp roster can be 18 players. Like the Suns, they have C.J. Huntley, David Duke Jr., all those extra guys. And so, like, the fact the Warriors don't have all the two-way guys there, don't have everybody cooking up, it's still going to be a little bit worrying.
Yeah.
But 9C just because of Steph, Jimmy, and Dre. Come on. They're still going to be good.
Yeah.
Who do you have at 8?
My 8th seed, I do have the Golden State Warriors.
Cool.
Another reason why they're just gonna be a really old team, man. If you look at their starting lineup, now Al Horford being the starting center is gonna be Steph, Jimmy, Draymond, and Al Horford. I assume Pods is gonna be the 2 guard, but
yep.
Yeah, I just have a worry that they're not gonna be able to keep up as much with a lot of the younger, faster teams.
Yeah.
Even though they did beat Houston last year in the playoffs.
Took 7 though. It did take 7.
Yeah, took it to 7. That's the thing. Took it to game 7, and yeah, I just feel like
and then they got mopped by the Timberwolves.
Huh?
Then they got mopped by the Timberwolves in 5.
They get mopped by the Timberwolves, exactly. That's the thing. So that's why I'm just gonna have them a little lower this year. But the Steph and Jimmy duo was good in the regular season, so who knows? Maybe like a full season in them. I still think they'll be good enough to be in playing contention for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
My 8 is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm a little bit lower on them. I do think Mike Conley's regression is showing a bit. He's getting up there in age, man. Not everybody's LeBron and Chris Paul where they can play until they're 40 and actually be that good. So, I mean, Father Time's going to catch up to people. Mike Conley's still a great player, though. So Ron Holland, it looks like he's going to hopefully fill in some of that backup guard role. And then Julius Randle's, he's been super good since he's been in Minnesota. He talked about how like he was like depressed in New York. He hated it there.
Yeah.
And he was like smoking nonstop.
Yeah, so
I was like, damn. So like, it seems like New York was. Glad he's out of New York now. I'm glad he's happy in Minnesota. But yeah, they're a good team. I think they'll probably make the playoffs. I think if they make the play-in again, they'll probably win and make the playoffs. I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they drop a little bit lower, mostly just because I think the West got a lot better. Who was your 8 or 7? 7, sorry.
I have the Wolves at 7. Cool. I think last year they made it to the 6 seed, but this year, like in terms of Mike Conley, like his regression is definitely showing. Losing Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I think is that's going to hurt them. Their bench piece. I think now they're kind of banking on Rob Dillingham to take that next step. But at the same time, he barely played in the regular season last year.
I said Ron Holland when I was just talking about them.
When you said Ron Holland, I'm like, hey, he's in Detroit. I'm thinking of Rob Dillingham.
I'm freaking stupid. I just realized that.
Yeah. So, off their bench, they'll have Dillingham, DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, which is still, Naz Reid and DiVincenzo still good, but I'm just kind of iffy about, like, obviously Mike Conley regressing. I'm also thinking, can Julius Randle, because he played really good in the regular season.
Yeah.
Can Julius Randle keep that up another year? Because he's always been. He can be a little inconsistent at times. Yeah, so that's another reason why I kind of have him at 7. Yeah,
I get that. Yeah, my 7 is going to be a little bit higher than yours. I know you had him at 10. I think I got the Dallas Mavericks at 7.
Mavericks.
I just love their roster. Cooper Flag. You don't have to. He doesn't have to be an insane offensive player immediately. Just because you got Anthony Davis, you got Klay Thompson, who's a good shooter, you got D'Lo, who can get a bucket, and then Derek Lively's going to be a good center. But Cooper Flag's defense is where he really excels, and their defense as a whole is just super, super good. Klay obviously, Klay's not the defender he was, obviously, but he's still a solid defender. Cooper's going to be great.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is one of the best in the league, and Derek Lively is a great defender. Like, they're going to have an amazing starting lineup when Kyrie comes back. If he comes back this year, like you said, it's not confirmed if there's even a chance. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think even with D'Lo, they can get him to. I think D'Lo is a a play-in level point guard where he can be a play-in starter. Who is your 6th seed, good sir?
6 is the Lakers.
Cool.
Yeah, I have the Lakers. Obviously, this is going to be an actual full year of Luka and LeBron. I'm just still kind of iffy because we don't know exactly what their starting lineup is going to be. We know it's Luka, Reeves, on and Aiden. And I think they're still trying to figure out if they're going to start Marcus Smart, Rui Hachimura. But I think the fact that they don't really have actual set defender, like a perimeter defender that they can bank on, point of attack defender, is going to be kind of big. And also their bench just doesn't seem that great to me. I mean, yeah, Gabe Vincent, they signed Jake. How do you say his last name?
LaRavia.
Yeah, him. You also have Jared Vanderbilt, but his health is always 50-50, so you never know what's going to be. And then Jackson Hayes. I mean, that man got benched in pretty much every single game in that one series. So that's Maxi Kleber. I mean, he's coming back, but yeah, I'm just not really that high on their team at the moment. But I do think that a trio of Luka, Bron, and Reeves can sneak into a 6 seed.
Don't forget Bronny James, man.
Yeah, Ronnie James, he might actually get minutes next year. He might take up Gabe Vincent's minutes, so we'll see.
He probably will, man. ChatGPT is going to tell JJ Redick to do it.
Exactly.
I got the Spurs at 6. I love Wemby. Okay. I want to see. I'm surprised that you have him higher than I do. Wow, I thought I was going to be higher on them than you did, but I think you got him higher than I do. I love Wemby. You know me, and people of watching the podcast will know. I love centers. I love centers who can do everything. So Jokic and Wemby are 2 of my favorite players in the league right now. Obviously, 2 of the best. And Wemby is going to be MVP combos. I hope at least if they can be a top 5 seed, he better be in the conversation because. Last year, his stats on an MVP team or a top 5 team would have had it in the combo. He averaged 24, 11, 4 blocks, and 3 assists, bro. 4 blocks, bro.
Yeah.
What are we doing? He's an insane defender. De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson. They just got Luke Cornett. Is going to be a great. You can play him next to Wemby, have him both of them at the same time. Wemby can play the 4 because he loves to shoot. I think they're going to be a good team. Who do you get at 5?
Spurs. I got the Spurs at 5. I like their team a lot. You forgot to mention Stephon Castle.
There you go. Yep.
Stephon Castle. Yeah. So I'm still kind of wondering what their starting lineup is going to be. Are they going to run kind of 3-guard thingy with Fox, Harper, and Stephon Castle?
I think they bench Harper for now, or bench Stephon Castle. Yeah. If I'm being honest, I think I would bench Stephon Castle.
Yeah, because you're gonna kind of need that spacing.
I think he's the odd man out in my eyes. Stephon Castle, not that he's bad, but I think he's just got the most value right now because he's got.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they traded him at some point just to upgrade the roster. I wouldn't be surprised, but
you also have to see how good Dylan Harper is because we don't know.
Yeah, I like their team a lot. I think it sucks to see that Wemby had to get hurt last year when they traded for De'Aaron Fox because they looked like they were going to be a good duo. So. Yeah, I like the team a lot, and I think they're gonna make. They should make a big jump this year. They should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I got at number 5. I got the Lakers. You said a lot about them, Luka and LeBron. I think people forget who Luka was after that trade. Luka is still Luka Doncic. They're gonna be a good team.
Yeah.
Number 4. Who do you got? Number 4.
Clippers.
Me as well.
4. Yeah, Clippers at 4. I mean, Steve Ballmer is amazing at just putting a team together with just a lot of depth. And they've been in every single year. I feel like their depth just gets better and better and better. They lost Norman Powell, but they gained back. They got Bradley Beal, signing Brook Lopez, which now you have an actual backup big that can take over Zubac minutes.
Yeah.
I think their defense is going to be elite as well. So. I'm very high on them this year.
Yeah, when's the last time James Harden had a pick and popper?
Exactly.
Brook Lopez.
Yeah, and last year he played great. He was playing at an all-star level again. So I think he's going to carry that on this year. Kawhi's health is always going to be 50-50, but I think their team is still good enough to be top 4 seed.
I could see if they have a healthy season, I could see a 1 seed from this team, man. I love their playmaking of Chris Paul, James Harden, Kawhi is an all-star. You got
additionally Chris Paul too. I like that a lot. Yep. Yeah, even though he might not play some games, I just like the fact that
His last season.
Yeah.
His last one, man. Okay, number 3. Who do you got? I got the Houston Rockets. Number 3.
I got the Rockets as well. I'm pretty sure we're going to say the same thing. Obviously, they lost Fred VanVleet. Very sad to see because that was their going to be like. I do think they were going to have the offense ran more through Katie and St. Good, but it would just been nice to have Fred there just to handle the ball more.
Yeah.
But I think, what do you like now that they lost him? Do you see like Man Thompson being the full-time point?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to transition to because Reed Sheppard is not ready to be.
He's not ready. Like if you had him as your starting point, that means you're going to have him playing 30 minutes a game, and he got nowhere near that last season.
He was G League last year. He probably can be a rotational guard and a starting guard at some point, but it's just you're pretty much asking a rookie. He's pretty much a rookie, like to be on a contender, on a team that's going to be a contender. So it's kind of hard.
Their defense is going to be insane, though. Their defense is going to be insane.
Tari, Amen, KD, Jabari,
Anthony Smith.
Clint Capella still is a decent rim protector. Good on the health side.
Yeah,
Steven Adams.
Well,
they're gonna be a good team. At number 2, who do you got? I got the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, the Denver Nuggets too. I loved everything that they did this offseason. In my opinion, they were the team that won the offseason in terms of like putting pieces together. I think. I mean, when you look at how the playoffs were, they basically ran a 7-man rotation, and that's just not going to last you long in a playoff series. Like you need at least 8 or 9.
And they took the champions to 7 games. Like they were 1 quarter away.
Crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, but I love the fact, like obviously they traded MPJ for Cam Johnson, which in my opinion I do think it's a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, good value.
Off the bench, bring back Bruce Brown. You signed Tim Hardaway. And then you have an actual backup big in Jonas Valanciunas now on your team. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm very high on them this year.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll always be high on Jokic, MVP, insane guy, 3-time
Jokic and
MVP.
Wemby. You guys will see. Jokic and Wemby are the 2 guys he's going to talk about a lot.
Yes, sir.
Because he loves those 2 guys.
3-time MVP, Finals MVP. Yeah. He's banger, bro. And then number 1, we both got the defending champs, OKC Thunder. Usually teams will have like a championship hangover. Like they'll kind of take it slow next year, like the Celtics kind of did last year. Like they'll but Celtics kind of had injuries, but you know what I mean. Like sometimes after a championship, you won't see them. The Thunder are so young, they're so hungry. I think they're one of the teams in the past 7 years because we haven't had a repeat champion in 7 years. I think they're the first one that probably has a very, very good chance to do it because their team's amazing and they didn't lose anybody. They kept the exact same fucking team that just won a championship.
They made no changes, no new addition, nothing. It's just the same team, and I just don't see. I don't see them being worse than they were last year.
Do you also see like a Pacers team was able to push them to 7? So do you think they're still beatable? Like, do you still see them as like a beatable team? And you could see. Like, we'll get to this, obviously, when we get to the playoffs in a bit, but, like, the Clippers, you think the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Clippers could beat them in a 7-game series?
I do think they'll have more of, like, a challenge now come postseason with teams like the Clippers making a jump, Denver obviously getting better. I do think there will be a lot more teams that could dethrone them, but as of right now, I think they're great, and they're a great team, and they're definitely going to be the number 1 seed. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that was our Western Conference standings predictions. We got those already. Appreciate you guys for tuning into that. We are going to cut here real quick. We're going to come back here in a bit. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back to our award predictions for the season, as well as some superlatives and some hot takes. It'll be the outro to the episode as well. We'll see you guys in a bit. All right, y'all. We are back, everybody. We just wanted to take a little break there, make sure we were all got everything situated. We're going to be getting to our award predictions. We just did our standings, so if we're going to be watching this back in like a year once we find out what happens next year. So it's going to be really funny to see how much we're like, Jesus, we were just idiots back then. But here we go.
Yeah.
What do you want to start with? What award? Do you want to start with like the least important, or do you want to go with like MVP first?
We'll start with the least important. Okay. We'll say the best.
So do you have a clutch player of the year? I put one down, but I didn't really care much about it.
I have one too. I put Jalen Brunson.
I did too. I think we talked about that like a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I put Jalen Brunson down. Yeah.
I put him last year. I think we both have the Knicks at 1. They're going to be a number 1 seed. Makes sense. He'll have some clutch shots. Who do you have for Coach of the Year?
Got Mike Brown.
Ooh,
I have Mike
I
Brown.
wanted to do that. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, I have Mike Brown. I think he's going to be really good for them. I think he's going to bring out an even more level of toughness to this team that the Knicks already had. But
Hmm.
yeah, with like I said, I think they're going to be a 1 seed. I have them winning 50+ games, and I can easily see him being coach of the year.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, I have Jamal Mosley, Orlando Magic. I think if they can
Okay.
be a top 3 seed and they like really show some good games this year, like maybe we see
Mhm.
a very high, like maybe All NBA second or first team from Paolo. You never know. We see something
Mhm.
like that. We see a top 3 seed from them. I could see them being like, you know what, Jamal, you've kind of turned this team around. Give them a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you have for? Okay, who do you have for 6 man of the year? This one was so hard.
Yeah, I was going back and forth between two, but I got Grady Dick.
Oh,
He's
I
six
like
man of the
that.
year. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like him a lot for the Raptors.
That's
He
super
was definitely
nice. I like that a lot.
yeah he was making some noise last year with the team, and I think the 6 man role is gonna be perfect for him.
I really like that pick. That's a super good pick, honestly. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
rooting for that one throughout the year, honestly. I have Jordan Clarkson. That's another one where I think the Knicks are gonna be super good. I think that
Yeah.
if he can be the lead guard off the bench, because obviously Jalen Brunson's gonna be there number one. He's gonna be getting
Mhm.
30 to 45 minutes a game because it's Tom Thibodeau. Oh wait, no, not Tom Thibodeau anymore. Ignore me. Sorry. So maybe
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson does get more minutes. Sorry. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think if he can establish himself as that backup guard, 20 points per game in a big market like New York, he's going to get the.
Mhm.
Because he's been in Utah. Nobody's talking. When he was in
Yes.
LA, people were like, oh, he's a young guy. He's going to get some good love. But now that he's in New
Mhm.
York, I think he's going to get some good chances here, man. Who do you have for your most improved player?
I got Jaden Ivey. I got Jaden Ivey for
Ooh,
most
okay,
improved
okay.
player. I was really sad that he got hurt last year, man, because he was playing really well. Him and Cade seemed like they were having a better connection with the offense they had in the previous years. So yeah, I see him coming back this year with a vengeance, coming back stronger, and just having a great year, man. So yeah, he's definitely my most improved
I
player.
love that. I love that. Okay, that's a good pick. I kind of cheated and put 2 down, but I'm going to tell you both of them. But I think it'll be one of these guys, man. If the Pacers are decent, I think it'll be Nemhard or Benedict Mathurin. Just because the Tyrese not being there opens up so many more shots, and those are going to be your
Mhm.
lead guards. Benedict Mathurin hates playing in Rick Carlisle's system. You can tell. You get like he wants to shoot. He wants to ISO ball. He's going to get a lot more opportunity with that this season. I think being more of a lead
Yeah.
guard. I think he averages over 20 points maybe, and then he could win it like that. Nemhard as well. I mean that tween against Shea was insane. Like
Yeah.
he can be a great guard in this league. So I could see
Yeah.
either of those guys with the Tyrese injury kind of stepping up and winning that award. Okay, 2 more left. Who do you have for Defensive Player of the Year?
It's gonna be Wemby, but
Yep.
it was gonna be Wemby last year before he got hurt. So yeah, there's just
Yep.
I don't even think we need to spend too much time on that.
Yep.
It's gonna be
Wemby.
Wemby. Yeah,
That's my pick. If not,
yeah,
it'll probably be like Draymond or something, but it's gonna be
yeah.
Wemby. Okay, we go MVP. Here's a big one. Who is your pick? I think you could probably predict mine, but who is your pick?
Nikola Jokic will be a 4-time MVP this year, man.
We have the
I think
same pick, baby.
yeah, man. I was kind of going back between him and someone else, but I think the fact that they have such like a good team now, and such good pieces around him, it's just gonna feed onto him, and he's just gonna play at an even more elite level. So yeah, yeah.
Who is your who's the other guy you had in between?
I was thinking Luca. I was thinking Luca.
That's a
He,
good
he
one.
was gonna probably like, he was gonna come back with like just a vengeance this year. Like, all right, this is a full year that I'm gonna have with this team. Like, I'm gonna come back. He's in good shape now. So I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking he was gonna just go
I
crazy,
like that.
but I ultimately went with Jokic though.
Yeah, I really like that. Honestly, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
I also have Jokic. Obviously, I love Jokic. I think he's gonna be. They win 60+ games. He's gonna average his
Mhm.
dude. His averages last year were 26, 13. No, 28, 13, and 11 from a center, bro. Like what? Like that.
He
That
can,
is
even, he
just,
can easily average 30 this year.
like he could.
32.
He was
Yeah.
close to it. He was so close to it too. And
Yeah.
getting to pass to Bruce Brown again on the cuts, Cam Johnson on the threes. I think it'll be super good. I did also point out because of one of my hot takes, I could see Shea winning it again.
Okay.
But we'll get to that in a bit. So we'll talk to that in a bit. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was our award predictions, y'all. That's what we kind of got figured out. So if we're watching this in a year, or if anybody watching this in the future, and they're like, "Oh, I want to see what baseline
Yeah,
breakdown."
we're so stupid. Why did we think that? Why did I think Jaden Ivey was a super player? I don't know.
In 5 years, when we're like super like big, people are gonna come back to watch this episode. Like, what the fuck were they on?
Wait, we kind of missed. We missed one. I assume we're gonna have this. We missed Rookie of the Year.
You're right. I did miss Rookie of the Year. I completely forgot about that. My bad. I think we have the same one though. I would assume. I put Cooper. Yeah. I do like Cooper a lot, but I did also love Dylan Harper. I could like a little.
Dylan, I was going back and forth between them because but no, I also
But I don't think the opportunity will be there for Dylan Harper right now to get the time. Another one I had was Con Knipple. I do think it'll be pretty good if he could be pretty good for the Hornets.
Yeah,
he's an NBA ready player. He's gonna be a role player for I think his career, but because he's already ready, I think he can have like the most immediate impact and maybe average like 15 and 7, like 7, a good amount. Like he can be a really really good impact player pretty quick. Okay, we're gonna be getting on to some superlatives here. I'm gonna ask Dejan some questions about who are gonna be the league leaders throughout the entire league. We've got. Oh wait, we never get our first time All Stars. Sorry.
Oh, let's get that. Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Well, I assume this is just predictions. We're not gonna go crazy in depth on them, but I have Derek White as one of mine. Who's one of yours?
Got Payne Pritchard as one of mine.
That's a banger. I love Payne. That's our Twitter bio. That's our Twitter bio.
There you go. Yeah.
I also have Desmond Bane.
I have Desmond Bane as well.
Okay.
I have Desmond Bane as well. Yeah.
I have, if not Desmond Bane, I have Franz Wagner.
He was an All-Star last year. Oh no, he got hurt.
I don't think he made it last year. Yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt. Franz Wagner could be another one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna put Şengün, but I forgot Şengün made it last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else do you have?
I got Chet. I got Chet being a first-time All-Star.
I put Chet as well. Yeah, I put Chet as well. That is a good one. Yeah, another one.
I got Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson being a first-time All-Star.
I had Jalen Johnson as well, but I also put Dyson. In a world where his offense like evolves this season, I don't think it will, but in a world where he can put up a good amount of points, you never know. But Jalen Johnson probably will be an All-Star. He's an All-Star level player. Cool.
The last one I got MPJ.
That's a good one. That's a super good one, honestly.
Yeah.
I like that one. Okay. That's our award predictions. That's everything we got predicted for the year. All NBA teams. I don't really care about that. We'll figure that out at some point. Okay. Let's do our superlatives, Dejan. All right, Dejan. 5 stat leaders in the NBA, as well as like 3-point percentage, stuff like that. Who do you think is going to lead the league in blocks this year? Blocks per game.
Wemby.
Good. I like that answer. Who do you think leads in steals?
Yeah. Steals, I put Dyson Daniels.
I like that. I think Shea was pretty high last year too. Dyson and Shea were both pretty high, but Dyson was running away with it last year. Who do you have for leading the rebounds next year?
For Rudy Gobert.
That's
Rudy
a good
Gobert leading the rebounds.
That's a good one. Rudy Gobert, Walker Kessler is another good one that I was thinking of. Rudy Gobert is a good answer though.
Yeah.
Who do you have for leading the assists per game?
I have Trae Young.
That's a good one.
And that man's an assist machine. Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe a world James Harden gets some love next year. Maybe you hit him Brook Lopez a lot.
Yeah.
Who do you have for the most 3-pointers made? Who do you think is going to be the best 3-point shooter next year?
This might be a little controversial. I'm very high on Payne Pritchard.
I like that. That'd be sick. He's going to get the shots.
Being leading the league in threes next year, I'm very on that.
He's going to get the shots. That's a super good take. And then who is going to be the NBA scoring champ next year?
I put Shea again. He was great last year. I just think his offensive game is just so pure, so smooth. Perfect. I have Shea again.
Oh, by the way, another thing where we kind of forgot to skip over there. We never gave our NBA championship predictions. Do you have one? Do you have one written down?
Have the Denver Nuggets winning the NBA championship.
Okay, Denver. Do you have them playing a team in the East or no?
A team in the East, I had the New York Knicks.
I put Thunder. I put Thunder Knicks.
Okay.
Cause we'll get onto the hot takes right now, but I'm super high on the Thunder season. I think the Thunder are winning the championship next year, and I actually want to get into my first hot take of the year or of this right now because I think the Thunder are gonna win the championship because, and I think Shea might win MVP as well. I think my hot take is that the Oklahoma City Thunder win 70 games next year. I think they win 70 games next year. That's a hot take of mine. So I just love their team. They literally didn't get worse, and they did not. The West is super strong, but they're such a like together unit that I think they're going to be so good. Hartenstein, Caruso, Williams, everybody, man. They're going to win 70 games, and I think Shea could go back to back. They could go back to back.
I can see it. Yeah,
I could see it too. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What else you got? Hot take.
Starting off strong. It's going to be a little. LaMelo Ball will be traded by the NBA deadline.
Ooh, I love that.
With a recent report coming out saying that they're not hesitant to move on from that at all, and the fact that I do think eventually they are going to pivot to just being Brandon Miller's team.
I like that.
Because he did play really well last year before getting injured. But yeah, LaMelo Ball's injury history and the fact that they're he's not really a leader. So I just feel like if they don't see any improvement in any of those areas in terms of his health and leadership, they're going to move on quickly.
I love that, bro. That's a good one. All right.
Yeah.
Another hot take from me. There will be a person this year that breaks the three-pointer record and hits 15 threes in a game. I think that's going to happen.
Ooh,
I think somebody breaks the three-pointer record this year. 15 three-pointers. I don't know who it's going to be. There's Anthony Edwards is a super good contender. He's going to get shots up this year. He's going to hit a lot of them. I could see some random player on the Pistons, maybe Duncan Robinson. It's 11 threes in the first half, and they feed him. I don't know. I like the amount of offense we get in the league this year. Just year round. I think we're going to see somebody break that record this year. It's been a while. Klay Thompson on the Warriors was the last time somebody broke that record. That was a while ago. So
yeah. Okay. My next one, Trae Young will be first team All NBA. You already know I'm going to be very high.
That's my last one. That's my last one.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm super high on the Hawks. I think that he is going to thrive with this new team they put around him, and I can easily see him being first team.
I like
kind
that.
of similar to what Donovan Mitchell did last year. How he was first team All NBA. I see same thing for Trae.
I love that. Donovan Mitchell averaged 23 points last year, and he was first team All NBA. But he was significantly better. He was significant. He was a first team All NBA player. I also have that Trae Young one, but I have an extra one here, so it kind of works out. But yeah, I also have Trae Young will make All NBA first team. This is my kind of hot take, kind of not. We've kind of talked about this in the past few weeks. I've mentioned it to you. This will be Austin Reeves' last season in a Lakers uniform. That is my hot take.
I genuinely see that. I could genuinely see that. You can go more in depth to that, but
I just think that Luka does pretty good, man. Luka and LeBron do exactly what you want from your guards, from your wings to distribute. They score. They do everything on the floor. Austin Reeves kind of does that. Not to the same level, obviously, but it's the same overlapping skill set in a way where they kind of want to create for themselves. He can cut. He can work in an offense, but I think Austin Reeves works better as a lead guard, as a lead wing. So I would love to see him on another team. That's kind of the reason I kind of want him to be traded. But also, he commands a little bit of money, man. Commands a little bit of money for what is going to be your third option. It's going to
be
and that's if he continues to pan out, continues to play good. He's a great player though. I would love to see him on if he could go to. I'm trying to think of a team where I would love to see Austin Reeves. Maybe a Blazers next to Dame. I would love Blazers next to Dame.
Yeah,
I guess
I can see that.
And Danny Avdija, they kind of overlap there. But I would love to see Austin Reeves on the team. This will be his last year, I'd say.
Yeah. My last one, Joel Embiid won't play more than 30 games. He will not reach. He will not be close to playing half of the season. Like I said, there's just no time will return on his health. And if he does come back, I just don't really see him being effective as much either.
Yep.
So
It's a very, very, very hard call on Embiid. Hopefully they can. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much it, man. We gave our predictions for standings, Eastern Conference and Western Conference. We gave our award predictions for everything, first time All Stars. You
Yeah.
gave your predictions on who you think will lead the league and some stats this year. We'll make sure to track that as the year goes on. We'll track all these as the year goes on, kind of come back. But yeah, we are Baseline Breakdown, everybody. We're going to be posting a good amount on this channel. We're a Baseline Breakdown on almost every platform. On Twitter, it's Baseline Breakdown because the W and N get cut off because it's a little too long. But yeah, everything's going to be linked down below in the description of this YouTube video. Or if you're watching some of these clips on a different platform, all of our things are linked in the bio. We are going to hopefully want to get a couple podcasts up a week. I mean, not up a week, not a couple a week. We're hopefully looking for a couple a month as we start off throughout this year. Hopefully by 2026, we want to see how we're doing with the upload schedule. So we'll keep you guys posted. As for now, our next episode will probably be after preseason, and
like once preseason is winding down, the season is about to come up. We'll get get an episode in and just have a little more predictions of
we'll get an episode in. We'll have like a little something for every team, talk about that, and then we'll talk about some more ball then, see what we got there. But other than that, got a few more days till some basketball. Check us out on every platform. Follow us, our personals on there, and that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.
You guys take care.